All right, well, no, I think we should get in touch with the client first. Yeah. All right, I'll fill Kiera in. All right. Hey, so I just got off the production meeting. I want to fill you in on a few things with the properties. Have you been outside yet? Have you taken a break?
No, not at all.
Would you like to take a break? Let's walk and talk.
Okay.
So 1429 and 1431, close second and third to 520. Those are just about finished too.
Okay.
The doors have been delivered. The installers
Finally.
are scheduled.
Finally.
We should be finished that house in the next week at the most.
Okay, and then we can submit all the finals for historics then.
Yes, yep.
And historics that final step is already scheduled so that they know to come out and do their final pictures, final paperwork, all that good stuff.
I still have to call the consultant. So
All
I'll
right,
make
cool.
that call later today
Cool.
and make sure that he is scheduled and ready to go. We're still ahead of the deadline. The buyers are in the houses, they're happy, everything's good.
And so what tends to happen, like with folks in next gen, right, when they're figuring out how am I going to, what can I tap into to get access to funding to do my deals? And so a lot of them are thinking about tapping into the equity in their homes. And so typically the conversation is, okay, well, how much equity do you have, obviously? So looking and seeing what houses are selling in that area, what they're selling for, looking and seeing, okay, how much do I owe on my current mortgage? Obviously, what's the debt load that I have?
Yep.
And then looking at things like, what work needs to be done. If I'm looking at these other comps, I'm looking at other homes that I've sold in the area, what was done to those properties? What would I need to do to my property to get it at that level? So looking to see, okay, how much work do I actually need to get done to get my property to a certain level so that I can capture that equity is really big.
Signed purchase and sale agreement. From that point to actually closing and getting the money, 30 days. You're buying the house for $20,000. Your carry cost and your settlement cost throughout the process, so your interest, your taxes, your principal, all that kind of stuff. All right, so where we are now, we're headed to see a few of our next-gen mentees' houses. They're excited about them. They've purchased the houses, they fixed them up. They're either ready to rent them or, I don't know really. I mean, we'll see what the surprises are here, but I'm excited to see some of these houses, and I'm excited to see what our students are doing out here in the world, taking these vacant homes and turning them into houses for themselves and others.
So yeah, I'm super excited to see your house. I'm so excited.
Yes, I'm happy for y'all to see it. Ask some questions. I'm gonna ask you guys some questions, which I recommend, different things for my strategy.
Yeah.
In order to get other properties, what to do with this. So that's kind of what I want to talk to y'all about. So what's code?
So it should have an S-trap. So
Okay.
it's just how this is all connected in here to be able to, it's like air ventilation and making sure that what's coming from like the sewer line, when it all kind of connects, that it's not coming back out of your sink and that things are draining appropriately. Your house is renovated, you have open concept, you have a washer and dryer, even though now there are not a lot of laundry in this area, in this neighborhood, and your basement's kind of semi-finished like that. So you probably can push it, probably like between, I would say like 1250 to like 1350.
Okay, right.
And your home has such great energy.
Oh my goodness.
You
It really
smell that?
does.
You smell that
It's
Palo
so
Santo?
dope.
Yeah,
Good sage.
I love that energy. I feel it, and it's so great.
The
So
vibe
congratulations.
energy.
This is so good. Thanks for
love your
inviting
house.
us
Thank
to
you.
your house.
Thank you.
Congrats
Thank
on
you.
purchasing.
Yes. I'm definitely happy to be a part of it, being around great minds. Thank you all for mentoring us, mentoring me. Just kind of be there and just really help to get other people to have generational wealth things that they want to do.
So Quinn's house was beautifully done. Man, she's got a wonderful strategy. She's ready to rock and roll and get into the next one. Sounds like a multi is in her future, very near future. And she's gonna rent that one out, which is And you can't ask for a better strategy than that. You buy a house, you live in it, you understand what's going on with it, then you move on to the next one and start renting, and you move on to the next one after that, and then move on to the next one after that until you feel like you got a comfortable portfolio. We have people who do that, where every year they just buy another house and they snowball and they just buy rentals and collect them and live in them and then move on, live in it, move on, live in it, move on. It's absolutely a strategy that works, that builds wealth very quickly, and it works best when you're positioned to be able to do that. On to the next one. Hey!
Thank you.
So I bought it in August,
Okay.
like on August 26th.
And then remind me when you joined Next Gen?
I joined Next Gen in January.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
So we're around that like halfway mark.
How much longer do you think it'll be until your rehab's completed?
So I think probably around the next 2.5 weeks.
Right.
Then it should be done and then I can rent it out.
Love it.
Yeah. What's your expected rental income?
So I'm expecting about around like $850 at the bottom and then up here around $900.
Yeah.
Okay. That's conservative.
That's
too.
doable. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely doable.
Yeah, especially for a 2-bedroom.
Yeah.
Probably.
In an area like this, somebody would be happy.
Yeah, that's a pretty good.
Yeah, you'll be able to rent that quickly. We love getting out here, checking out the houses, answering questions, asking questions ourselves, just really getting a feel for what's going on so that we can see firsthand how we can continue to help.